For a solid century, Forbes has championed free market capitalism, profiling the innovators and entrepreneurs building a better future in the U.S. and around the world. Our story begins with the son of a tailor. Born in Scotland, young Bertie came from humble means, and after teaching himself shorthand, he became a journalist at a young age. In 1904, B.C. Forbes emigrated to America, soon after finding work as a reporter for the Journal of Commerce. His profound respect for entrepreneurship, along with a talent for bold and insightful reporting, earned him a loyal following. And in September 1917, he launched the first issue of Forbes magazine. Devoted to investment, finance, and the human side of industry, BC declared, "The purpose of business is to create happiness, not to pile up millions." Ahead of its time, Forbes magazine reported on the importance of women in business 3 years before the 19th Amendment, and in 1918, leveraging BC's unique access to the titans of industry, the first rich list was published. But celebrating capitalism was never a blind faith. In 1929, Forbes magazine proved its integrity by warning investors to get out of the stock market several weeks before the crash. Upon his death in 1954, BC's son Malcolm would take control, transforming the publication into a capitalist tool that professionals could use to find out how other businesses were being run. Together with magazine editor Jim Michaels, Forbes would become the premier analyst of the world's wealth and redefine business journalism in the process. With Michaels at the editorial helm, Malcolm Forbes was free to transform himself into a media personality and Forbes into a global brand. He exemplified the good life, throwing lavish parties for the famous and powerful, entertaining corporate titans on the family yacht, and hosting dinner parties with celebrities. He became an art collector and amassed a real estate empire. He also became a renowned sportsman, leading to his famous friendship tours with motorcycles and balloons.
I come to you, I hope, not as a crazy American, but as one full of friendship.
Malcolm's pursuit of fun in the course of business became the embodiment of the Forbes brand and proved to be marketing gold. The magazine flourished, and in 1982, Forbes released the Forbes 400, a 400-person ranking of the world's wealthiest individuals. At the time, it listed 13 billionaires. Today, the number of billionaires exceeds 400, leaving many billionaires off this exclusive list. In 1990, Malcolm Forbes passed away, leaving his 4 sons to run the business. But it was his eldest son, Malcolm Stevenson Forbes Jr., who would become the CEO and editor-in-chief. Having graduated from Princeton, young Steve Forbes started working as a researcher in 1970 and became president and COO in 1980. Widely recognized for his contributions to the field of economics and his own excellence as a publisher, he was later appointed as head of the board for international broadcasting by 2 consecutive U.S. presidents. Inspired by his father's political service, Steve Forbes would twice run for the presidency of the United States, further establishing Forbes as a name in politics and making an unforgettable impact on popular culture.
And I assume you're familiar with this passage. Millionaire Steve Forbes was a maverick candidate who had Washington insiders running scared. It was clear Steve Forbes had it going on.
That's wonderful writing.
Mr. Forbes, many people have suggested that you're the author of the book.
Well, that's one way to interpret it. I mean, the description of the character kind of fits my profile as a virile, charismatic leader of men.
Forbes magazine was now among the most widely recognized brands in the world, launching its first foreign language issue in 1990, and eventually expanding to over 37 international editions, including a large media business in Asia. By the late 1990s, Forbes was among the first publishers to embrace the internet by launching Forbes.com. The following years saw the worlds of business and finance collide with a tech revolution that attracted more and more consumers. In 2008, the world experienced a financial crisis unlike anything since the crash of '29. Forbes' response to the Great Recession started with a call to action and a reminder of the redeeming qualities of free markets. Increasingly focused on digital distribution and technological advancement, Forbes debuted its contributor platform in 2010. Not only a solution to the broken business model of contemporary journalism, the new platform enabled the creation of high-quality content at a massive scale. In 2011, Forbes launched its inaugural 30 Under 30 list, proving that youth is an advantage and not a barrier. The franchise has become the definitive barometer of success for millennial entrepreneurs and has inextricably linked Forbes to the future of business and innovation worldwide. In 2017, to better serve the accelerating demands of a digital audience of more than 55 million people, Forbes unveiled a new mobile-first experience, a progressive web app created in collaboration with Google and the latest in an ongoing roster of publishing firsts. For 100 years, Forbes has been sharing stories of business success, how people achieve it, and what they do when they have it. We've remained a powerful voice of media leadership and technological innovation. Whatever lies ahead, we'll be there, continuing our long history of journalistic integrity, boldly focusing on the future of business around the world. You've shared this purpose with us for the last century. Join us for the next. This is Forbes at 100.